Okay. I've been sitting here for like 5 minutes thinking like what other variation I can create because I'm honestly out of ideas. And up to this point I haven't looked at any guide and I've been able to get a different variant every single time. So, let's keep the record going. Let me try and think. I thought about going back to the Beast one, but I'm not actually even quite sure how I triggered that one. Because I know all I did was not take the knife but I'm pretty sure I did something similar. I don't know what exactly I did, because I know in that one, last time I didn't take the knife and I just got eaten by her. But maybe if I take the knife, I can kill her and I could make even, I don't know, a mega beast or something like that. But I don't want to try to do that because it's risky, because I don't really know how I triggered the beast one. I'm actually not sure what I did. All I know is I didn't take the knife, but all I did was... Right? I ran away, wasn't it? I ran away, I think it was. And then, I don't know, I'm not sure. So the other one I was thinking of doing again the love one, where I help her totally, she kills me, and then in chapter 2 she's completely in love with me and we're gonna go out. But I remember that in that one I had a chance to kill her. I could have killed her there, but I didn't, and then that was the ending. But what happens if I kill her there? Like, she's not gonna stop me. And the narrator's not gonna stop me because he wants me to kill her. So that should create a chapter 3, right? I mean, that's what I'm going with. So I'm going to try that again. That's what I'm gonna go for today. And hopefully that's the last variant, and then I'll get back to the ending. And I'll probably do something different at the ending this time. I don't know what.
Nothing. Now, we never... Are you listening?
Okay. Okay, yeah, I messed up last time. Last time I pressed rescue the princess, and then I just literally triggered the other ending. So for the first time, I've actually reloaded the game and tried it again. Because last time I thought if I pressed rescue the princess here, I thought there was I don't know why, but I kind of remembered that there was another chance to slay her at the top of the staircase. Maybe I was confused with another variation I had done before. But yeah, no. Like, I didn't want to repeat the same variant again. I could have done it, but no. I wanted to see something different. So for the first time, I reloaded, I did it again, and apparently this is where you gotta kill her. Slay the princess. Last time I was going through it quick and I pressed rescue, thinking there was a chance to slay her at top, but no. Once you do that, if you bring the knife, like at this point, you drop the knife and you don't do anything, and it plays out the same like last time. So this time, I'm so sorry, but I gotta slay the princess.
Blade in hand, you run the princess down.
Yeah.
Wait, no! You barbarian, what do you think you're doing? But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as you approach, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you.
Good.
Your blade pierces her heart, and she collapses pathetically to the ground.
Pathetically. He just has to throw that in there.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
Nope.
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry, not you.
Jesus.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is saved. Thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult.
Yeah, no problem.
I feel sick. Sick? You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick? I, for one, am absolutely distraught. Grief-stricken. Inconsolable.
Yep.
You'll get over it. You just saved everyone. Get over it? You smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all. You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and... Rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
Jesus. I'm the one who makes the decisions, and I say no. If that's what you want to do, let's see what happens. Remain silent. I don't actually. I think whatever let's piss him off.
Exactly. You're not doing this. All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstifleable. Haven't you? Haven't you all? I don't believe this.
Mm-hmm.
What? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry. That's right. You're all sorry.
This is a good twist, seeing the voice of the smitten pissed off at us. I actually want to keep egging him on.
Everything goes dark.
And you die.
And you die.
Okay, let's see. The Gray. Okay. That's new, right?
You're on a path in the woods. You
Whoa.
horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath. She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead.
The voice of the Cold.
We killed her.
Okay, so Cold and Smitten back here, and this is completely different.
You killed her, and so I killed you. And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm still here too.
Yep.
If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
Probably.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are.
I wonder how she's gonna be now, because she loved us and now she hates us. She must be like in between now. Well, that's probably why it's called the Gray, because we did something of pure love and then something of pure hate. So gray is the middle between white and black, so that's why it's called the Gray, probably.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
Yep.
It's our third.
Well, sorry, third, yes.
What gave it away? Your open discussions. I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent. And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement.
Okay.
Don't provoke him. I prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying.
Yeah.
Why not? You've already done it twice. It was unpleasant. It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant. I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens.
Alright, we get it.
Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try. Can I? Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it. I'm looking forward to it.
A war between Smitten and Cold. Great.
Good. I am too.
Great.
Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
Yes, we know. We haven't talked about how different this place is. It wasn't different last time.
If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time.
Okay.
Wait. But if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope. That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to make amends.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I already told you that she's alive. Don't mind him. I don't think he's doing too well. I'm doing better than any of you. I'm doing great. She's alive. Influence doesn't require life.
Great.
But if things restarted, why wouldn't she be alive? Who said they restarted? All they've done is changed. I shan't listen to the vile mutterings of you serpents. Onward! Our living, breathing princess awaits us.
Okay. What if I don't happen into the cabin? And if we slay her again, you are not going to make me kill ourselves. Is that clear? I'm the one in charge here, and if we slay her again, you are not going to make us kill ourselves. Is that clear? I'm gonna piss him off even more.
Oh, it's clear, you murderer. Though I should remind you that you're not as in charge as you seem to think you are. I'm sure his outburst last time was just a fluke. I wouldn't worry about him. Besides, if he kills us again, he kills us again. It doesn't matter. He'll tire out eventually. The flame of passion always burns out in the end. Spoken like a true cynic. Enough bickering. Just stay focused and get to the cabin.
Okay. Proceed to the cabin.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just... Don't muck it up this time, alright?
We didn't.
Oh, we'll muck it up alright. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived.
Got it.
Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it.
Yep.
I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful. Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control? You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off. It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens. Are you even alive? What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion? I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me.
These conversations.
This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
Okay, let's go.
The interior of the cabin feels dry and brittle. Ancient dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs.
Is that her?
Each elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless.
Is that her?
But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall. Is that her?
Yes.
Our beloved. So she does live.
She's like another specter again.
She doesn't look very alive to me. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it.
This always happens when we reach like a chapter 3. There's instead of a door, there's always a mirror.
The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Yeah.
Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it.
Yeah, I kind of saw it stuck to her chest, to be honest.
Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart.
Yeah.
I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
Approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door.
Got it.
It's so hazy. We should try and clean it off.
White.
It's time for all of you to see what we've become. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things. I see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold. We can only hope she might still see some good in us. No way left to go but down. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an antique staircase lit by weak torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival.
Yep. I can see the outline there of the knife. It's definitely still stuck in her.
Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow. There she is again. My love. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
Proceed down the stairs.
As you descend the final step,
Oh,
the
there
form
she
of the
is.
princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
Mm-hmm.
No. What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently.
I don't know. That's alive and well. Yeah, it's the same thing as the Spectre one.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. I thought we were all on the same page.
Yeah.
Do try to keep up. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock.
Uh-huh.
You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you
Oh.
from the top of the stairs, clutching a brightly burning torch.
Hello.
So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead.
Yeah. Got a plan B?
She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even.
Yeah, I think she's gonna burn us alive.
Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying, if we want to be a little more death-neutral, seems off the table. We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything. But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
You came back. I missed you.
Uh-huh.
That angelic voice, I missed you too, my beloved. You sure snapped back to your old self quick. Yes, seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
I think she's gonna burn us alive. I actually don't think she's here to forgive us.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
Yeah.
The torch falls from the princess's hand
Oh
and
god.
bounces down the stairs.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
She's gonna burn us alive.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire. She's trying to kill us. A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Of course you do. Rush for the blade.
As you rush up the stairs towards the princess, the entire cabin erupts into a raging inferno. You push through the flames, trying to ignore the choking hot air filling your lungs. You manage to reach her, your hand wrapping around the hilt of the blade. The metal is already blistering hot. Your hand sizzles as it melts on contact. You can't so much as pull away, your nerves seizing up as they're fried, the bones of your hand fusing in place around the weapon.
Yeah, we're gonna die here.
The princess, smiling warmly as her skin bubbles away, places her hand on yours and clutches it to her chest. The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your
Jesus.
blood boiling in your veins. But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything. See? That wasn't so bad.
I don't know about that.
It was so bad. But somehow, the nothing is so much worse. You'll get used to it. There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me. The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin.
Is this a variant, or is this gonna create chapter 4?
It's very romantic, really. We got our happy ending after all. We can die happy.
Uh-huh. Sure. Are you gonna take that? Oh, he's gonna take that. I mean, I guess that's a variant. I thought that would have triggered chapter 4 or something. But despite your best efforts, you do not die. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror again.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels... Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
Thank you, voice of the cold. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into reflection. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. Okay, here we go again with the bird. Are you
I think
me?
you know what I am.
The narrator again. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. Okay, so we're back at the ending again. I've already spoken to him last time. Destroy the mirror. You don't need answers from the thing that lives in the mirror. Achievement unlocks. You don't need answers from the thing that lives in the mirror. You already know what you are. You are the long... You already know what you are. You are the long quiet, a vast and massive God. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. You already know what you are. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive to the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Greetings again.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Sure. I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless escape of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
I think it's time for us to leave this place, but okay, here's the thing. Okay, my logic is... Okay, so we were an entity split in two. She is change, which is also death. So it's like, it's either keep us in this loop, I kill her, and then I stay in the loop forever alone. And from what I got last time, the narrator put us in here because he didn't want his world to die, so he took the god in charge of the world and split it into two, and that's why we're here. I mean, it's either if I want to do the narrator a favor or not, basically. I don't know if I do. I could slay her now. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Free yourself. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs that you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumbled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of your cage pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, and it breaks, right? But it does not yield. Oh, really?
I love you.
Take her hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. There are no endings, only beginnings. Okay. There. Hold on a sec. Okay, that was a more final ending to the game. I suppose I could have killed her. I don't know what other endings there will be. I'm not doing it again. Like, this is going to be the final playthrough of the game. But here's the thing. Okay, from what I understood, and I don't know if I understood it all well, but yeah, the narrator... What was left of the narrator was the Echo, and he was the narrator in this game now. But he was someone who tried to save his planet, his reality, I guess, and split a god into two. One being the god of change, right? That was her. I don't know what the hell I'm the god of. I'm just the great void. What was it? The great silence or something? I don't know. But basically she represents death. Not really death, more change, and I represent something else. And he kept us here playing this stupid little game for us to never get out, where I try to kill her. Yeah, basically where I try to kill her, so it's okay if I'm left alive, even though he doesn't like me, but it's okay if I'm left alive. But she wants her to die because she's change and death. So you really want her to die. And I could have killed her there at the end, but then it's like, there is no change and death in the world, or his reality is completely saved. But is that also such a good thing? Because you're kind of tempering with, in this world, with basically God. And then, like, you just don't want death or face reality. So honestly, I think it is best for them to get out. I don't think they're evil per se, they just are. Like, whatever this god is, he just does change. So I don't think that's a bad thing. And then killing her and leaving him stuck there, that's kind of like torture there, leaving this entity just there. It's a shame we never got to see his real form. Like, you get to see that he has scales and claws. There at the end it said, like, I sprung wings, that they touch different planes, so he has to be like this weird creature. We never got to see it, but you could always see glimpses of it in the mirror. So yeah, I think I'm happy with that ending. Them both getting out and just doing whatever the hell they want. They'll probably destroy a lot of realities, but some of them will live, and they'll be happy, so I think that's for the best. At least that's how I'm internalizing it. I think that's a good ending. I'll check and see the other endings just to see what else I could have done at the end there. I probably could have tried to kill her and then maybe gone back to the cabin for one final time and done something else, but I think, me thinking about it the second run, I think this is the ending I probably most wanted. The first time I was undecided, so I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know whether to believe her or the narrator, but having played it a second time and internalizing it more, I think the best is for them just to break free of that cage that the Echo or the original narrator put them through, so I like it. I think it's a good ending. My thoughts on the game, I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I really wish I would have played this game last year. Yeah, I don't remember why I didn't play it. It just flew under my radar. And then this year, since there's basically not much happening, so I'm glad I played it. I'm glad. It was a very good game. I enjoyed it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And yeah, 9 episodes, Jesus. 9 or 8, I don't remember how many this is, but yeah, I don't know what I'll be playing next. I'm still covering some variation videos on Final Fantasy, and I know the remake of Until Dawn comes out in July, so I don't know what I'll be playing, what other decision-based games will come out till then, but I'll figure something out. And yeah, well, see you guys next time.